image stabilization, a 16-megapixel ultra-wide, and dedicated macro and monochrome lenses. We continue to boost the camera's overall performance compared to the OnePlus 8, including color, dynamic range, and improved low-light photography. One thing we've noticed is that a lot of our users really like nightscape mode, but they don't always remember to switch over to it. Now the camera can automatically switch modes depending on the lighting, helping you get the best out of your night shots. The 16-megapixel ultra-wide camera boasts an impressive 123-degree field of view, the widest we've ever put into a phone, letting you capture more than ever before in your photos. The 5-megapixel macro camera can also take some really great photos, and the background looks softer. Smaller imaging sensors in phone cameras make that hard to replicate, but we managed to do it. On the OnePlus 8T, you get amazing video with people in the frame always coming in clear. We've also included a new generation algorithm for video stabilization that utilizes EIS and gyroscopic data to give you a huge boost in stability and basically lets you ditch your gimbal. And you can choose from different aspect ratios, including 16:9 or the more cinematic 21:9 aspect ratio. So that's the camera system. 4 lenses powered by our advanced video and photography software and outfitted with automatic nightscape mode, video portrait focus, video tracking, and much more. Now, all that hardware we've been talking about is extremely important because it's the foundation of a smartphone. But one thing we really take pride in at OnePlus is giving you guys the best combination of hardware and software. We work extremely hard to make OxygenOS flow as seamlessly as possible, and there's one guy who knows this inside and out. So let's come back over here and talk to Brian, who has extensive hands-on experience with OnePlus's software design and product. Hey, Brian.
Hi, Ryan.
Give us a bit of insight into OxygenOS.
Sure. We started with a small team back in 2014, and everything has started from there. And even now, we are still small compared to major players in the industry. But we have an edge that gives us that huge advantage over those players.
Yeah, our community, right?
Exactly, yeah. And the part of the community is the people participating in our beta program as well. And I still remember the day we established our beta program, and I believe that our users would be the most essential piece of the OxygenOS.
Yeah, the feedback that we get from them is always really valuable.
Exactly. And today you can see that being reflected in how our people respond. And the reviewers call it OxygenOS the best in any smartphone. And that is proving that our vision with users is going pretty well now.
Yeah, so then the next question that we always keep asking ourselves is, how do we keep making it better?
Yeah, that was our next step. Staying on the top always. So we always wanted to keep the experience clean and fast.
Yeah.
Of course, the stock Android is a great starting point, but there's more we can do to make it even better. So we keep some of the best things from stock Android, and then we added more useful features and optimizations without disturbing user experience. And like fast updates and super responsive UI and a smoother animation.
Yeah, the team has always really worked hard on that. And recently we just introduced the next best thing for OnePlus software, OxygenOS 11.
Yeah, right.
OxygenOS 11 is the next step in our unending journey to give users the fastest and smoothest Android experience possible. OnePlus is proud to consistently be among the first companies to bring the newest versions of Android to our users. In fact, the OnePlus 8T is the first global smartphone not manufactured by Google to launch with Android 11 out of the box. Now, this is a huge accomplishment for us as a company, but also for OnePlus users because you know that when you buy a OnePlus device, you'll always stay ahead of the game when it comes to the software experience. Brian, OxygenOS 11 is better than ever before, and one thing that's really improved is the layout. So now it's more easy and more intuitive to use with one hand.
Yeah, right. So we're always looking for ways to make it easier to use. And let me tell you something a little nerdy, but interesting. So we mapped out the key touch points and the functional areas across the whole display using some data from users all over the world. And then that helped us to identify where the information could be displayed on the screen so things are easy to access without users hand blocking key information. And then from there, we built a screen hierarchy. We put icon, text, headings, and subheadings, and other content in the proper position to make it much more easier to operate with your one hand.
Yeah, we've definitely gotten a lot of feedback on the new layout since we released the developer preview in August. More and more of our early beta users are now telling us that they can really see the benefit of these changes.
Yeah, that is right. But OxygenOS 11 offers so much more still. It's loaded with a ton of new features that we feel really add to user experience.
Yeah, so let's talk about one of the most significant new features of OxygenOS 11, always on display. Now, a lot of companies offer AOD, but we took our time bringing it to our users so we can offer them even more. So we offer 11 clock faces and the typical information like weather, calendar, notifications, but we've also got some really interesting AOD options to let people customize their experience. So Brian, tell us about the first one.
Sure. This one is called Insight AOD, and we created this with the student from the Parsons School of Design in New York. And the Insight AOD literally tells you how much you're using your phone.
Yeah.
So this feature basically translates the time into this color bar, and every time you unlock the phone, it makes the mark on this bar. So longer you use the phone, the more of these marks you see here. And then you may consider using your phone last to focus on something more important if there are many marks on this bar.
Yeah, digital well-being is so important nowadays, especially as we spend more and more time on our phones. And because we spend so much time on our phones, we wanted to give people another way to personalize their AOD. Brian, tell us about the next one, Canvas AOD.
Sure. Canvas AOD. This cool feature always reminds me sort of comic books.
Yeah.
So like you see, it turns a photo of someone special in your life, in this case it's me, into the artistic sketch. And if you unlock the phone, see, this sketch will morph into the real picture.
Yeah, that's really cool. And there's one other really cool AOD option and a new partnership that we're excited to launch alongside the OnePlus AT. We're partnering with Snapchat and Bitmoji to launch Bitmoji Aod for OxygenOS 11. So after 6 months of close collaboration, we're excited to finally integrate some really cool Bitmoji features into OxygenOS as well. I'm really excited to introduce Bob Blackstock, CEO and Creative Director of Bitmoji, to tell you more about this really cool partnership.
Hi everybody, I'm Ba, the CEO and Creative Director of Bitmoji. We're very excited to announce our partnership with OnePlus to bring personalized, avatar-powered experiences to the OnePlus community. We are living in a time when the lines between our physical and digital worlds are rapidly blurring. In the physical world, you are the connected glue between all of your experiences. Whether you're looking in a mirror, riding a roller coaster, or eating a meal, you are the constant in your life. With Bitmoji, we're bringing that experience into the digital world to humanize our everyday interactions and empower millions of people globally to be their true selves online. And now, we're extending Bitmoji beyond our own platforms and enabling partners like OnePlus to harness the power of the avatar through Bitmoji for Developers, our suite of developer tools. We love that the Bitmoji Always On Display literally brings you onto the device and makes every Always On display completely unique. We admire OnePlus's commitment to always putting their community first, and we can't wait to see what we can accomplish together next. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ba. Now, the thinking behind this partnership comes down to two things. First, people love to personalize their smartphones to show their individuality. And second, people are really conscious of privacy, especially where they show their personal data. So this is where digital avatars come in. They balance that personalization and privacy. So Brian, tell us exactly what this Bitmoji Aod does.
Sure. It is kind of a mini-me in your phone. So once you create your avatar, the Bitmoji Aod will adapt to different scenarios to match what you are doing right now. And that, for example, if you are listening to music, then Bitmoji will too. Or if you play a game, then your Bitmoji will too. And if you go out when it's raining, then Bitmoji will know it's raining now. And it adapts to the time of the day and the weather based on your location and the activities through the whole day, which is pretty fun, I think.
And we're also going to be building some other new features from Bitmoji and OxygenOS as well, like the new Bitmoji Button in the OnePlus Gallery.
Exactly. So Bitmoji Button offers quick access to tons of Bitmoji stickers to add your photos and screenshots, which is right in the Gallery app.
And because Snapchat and Bitmoji are really good when it comes to the camera experience, we've also worked together to optimize the OnePlus camera experience in Snapchat. So now photos and videos are sharper and crisper no matter where you are. Another feature we should highlight is the new live wallpaper.
Exactly. At first glance, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
But what you might not notice yet is that we've actually changed our thinking behind live wallpaper. So now, instead of just moving, it will actually change its appearance according to the time of the day. So morning, noon, or night, it adjusts seamlessly.
It does look really good. We first introduced this in the OxygenOS 11 beta builds, and now we've added some new options here in the OnePlus AT as well. We talked a bit about digital well-being, and OnePlus has a really unique feature that has become pretty popular since we introduced it last year with the OnePlus 7 series. Now I'm talking about Zen Mode, of course.
Yeah, Zen Mode. Simply put, it's basically disabling your phone to help you to focus on something more important. And we got way better feedback than we expected. So many people love these features, but we still wanted to improve it. Originally, Zen Mode was defaulted to 20-minute sessions, but some people wanted the option to customize that the time. So now you can set it all the way up to the 120 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many people will actually be able to disconnect for up to 2 hours. But hey, now the choice is theirs, right?
Yeah, right.
And with OxygenOS 11, we've introduced some more choices too, including new themes and a group Zen, where you can invite your friends to join you in Zenning out.
Right. That way you can focus on hanging out with each other at dinner, at the beach, catching up over Zoom. Anytime you want to disconnect from your phone to connect with others. When I say others, that even includes your friend with iPhones.
Yeah, that's quite literally inclusive design.
Right.
Now, those are just some of the highlights of OxygenOS 11. Fast, smooth, and clean experience, a range of custom AOD options, convenient new features, and so much Zen, even with your friends. The OnePlus AT is a true flagship smartphone. It gives you ultra-fast charging with Warp Charge 65, our fastest charging technology ever, and ultra-smooth scrolling thanks to the 120Hz display. For an incredibly powerful smartphone experience. With the OnePlus AT, ultra stops at nothing. Before we move on, there's one more really exciting thing to tell you about. Augmented reality is one of the coolest technologies out there for immersive content, and it just keeps getting better. OnePlus is excited to have partnered with an amazing company out of Australia called Foria, a team dedicated to taking immersive AR experiences to the next level. Foria are the creators of Rewild, an award-winning AR nature series based on one of my personal favorite Netflix series, Our Planet, narrated by the legendary Sir David Attenborough. Rewild launched internationally last April in partnership with WWF, transforming physical museums into AR biomes, where visitors can work together to virtually reverse the loss of nature. It's a really powerful experience in a physical setting like a museum, with visitors interacting with each other. But with many museums closed in recent months, Foria and OnePlus have been working together with Google and Netflix to bring the Rewild experience into living rooms around the world through immersive AR storytelling. Rewild is available as an app for smartphones everywhere, but OnePlus and Foria have teamed up to deliver an even better AR experience on OnePlus devices from the OnePlus 7 and up. We've created a special mode called Oxygen Mode, which effectively doubles the resolution to ultra-high definition while running 4K AR content and millions of polygons around you, which means you could even have a very realistic polar bear walking right next to you, right there in your living room. We're really excited to hear what you think about the Rewild AR experience. Go download the app today and try out Oxygen Mode for yourself. Before we wrap up, we got a couple more things that can make your OnePlus AT experience even better. The first one is our newest true wireless headphones, the OnePlus Bud Z. These new headphones come with an in-ear design, something many of you have been asking for. With a more ergonomic design and interchangeable silicone tips that come in the box, you can get a nice tight seal to block out external noise, giving you great sound with powerful bass. They weigh just 4.35 grams, so even if you're wearing them for extended periods of time, they'll be very comfortable. And with an IP55 rating for water and dust resistance, some of the best protection for any true wireless headphones on the market, you can use them pretty much anywhere, anytime, from the most intense home workouts to socially distanced jogging or any other safe outdoor activities. Of course, when it comes to headphones, there's nothing more important than sound quality. We've equipped the Oneplus Bud Z with a 10mm dynamic driver, together with Dolby Atmos and our own bass boost technology, to deliver deep bass and clear vocals, so you can enjoy enhanced depth and detail in every beat. Combined with a charging case, you'll get 20 hours of battery life. And even better, just 10 minutes of fast charging lets you listen for 3 hours. The OnePlus Bud Z includes still more great features, like impressive low latency of just 103 milliseconds, automatic pausing when you take them out, and touch controls that support Google Assistant. And we're excited to have worked with an extremely talented designer to bring you a special edition of the OnePlus Bud Z. If you know that contemporary Californian psychedelic pop aesthetic, odds are that you know Stephen Harrington. He's best known for his bright, iconic style that encourages a two-way conversation between the artist and the viewer. Over the past few years, he's exhibited artwork around the world and worked with some of the coolest brands out there, including Nike, Beats by Dre, Colette, and more. And now he's working with OnePlus to bring his iconic palm trees and mellow character to this special edition. Aside from the Stephen Harrington edition, the OnePlus Bud Z come in two classic colors, white and gray. The Bud Z start at $49.99. We also have some really great cases for the OnePlus AT, including the classic sandstone and carbon bumper cases to give your phone a bit of added protection, as well as the special edition quantum bumper case that features a unique translucent circuit board design. They'll be available starting from $24.99. And finally, what you've all been waiting for, the price of the all-new OnePlus AT. In Europe, we have two versions of the OnePlus AT. You'll be able to get your hands on the 8 plus 128 gigabyte version for €599, while the 12 plus 256 gigabyte version will be €699. They'll be available starting October 20th. And in North America, we're bringing you the most powerful 12 plus 256 gigabyte version for $749, starting from October 23rd. And in India, the 8 plus 128 gigabyte version will sell for 42,999 rupees, while the 12 plus 256 gigabyte version will be 45,999 rupees. Early access sales start October 16th for Amazon Prime users and on OnePlus.in, with open sales starting October 17th. Okay, now that you know the price of the OnePlus AT and when it's going to be available, usually we'd be calling it a day at this point. But for all of you watching in India, we've got a few more exciting things to share with you, so don't go quite yet, especially all of you Red Cable Club members. OnePlus is a brand built for and by the community. To thank you for the support you've shown us over the years, and to make your continued support even more worthwhile, we launched the Red Cable Club in India in 2019. What better way to symbolize the connection between OnePlus and the community than with the iconic red cable? Well, that cable keeps getting longer, too. The Red Cable Club has quickly grown into a community of more than 2 million verified members in India in just 1 year. Now, this may have started as a small idea for smartphone users, but it's become such an important part of who OnePlus is and who we strive to be together with you. And today we're thrilled to introduce Red Cable Pro subscription plans to further enhance your experience with OnePlus. Red Cable Pro plans offer a ton of benefits: higher OnePlus cloud storage, 12-month extended warranty, free home repair, and pickup and drop service. For new OnePlus users, you can also get a complimentary screen protection plan when you buy the membership plan along with your new device. We're excited to introduce another convenient way to get your hands on a OnePlus device as well. The new Oneplus Store App will bring your products closer to you with a seamless e-commerce experience along with easy-to-access support and exciting benefits for RCC members. The OnePlus AT will be available for sale on all channels we mentioned earlier, including the new Oneplus Store App. And who can forget the Bullets Wireless Z, the powerful yet affordable wireless earphones we launched alongside the OnePlus 8 series earlier this year. We'll say hello to a new edition available exclusively in India, the Bullets Wireless Z Base Edition. But don't worry, it's not just all about that base. This edition comes with plenty of other upgrades as well. Our acoustics team has re-engineered this new model for much better bass reproduction, so you can get the most out of your favorite music. We handpicked a more advanced chipset to reduce audio-video latency down to 100 milliseconds, outperforming most competition and allowing you to game more seamlessly than ever when you're in fanatic mode. And to give you the power to chat all day among the busiest streets, from Bangalore to Delhi, the built-in microphone has now been enhanced with environmental noise-canceling algorithms to ensure your friends or business partners hear your voice perfectly on the receiving end. The new model will come in two striking new colorways, Reverb Red and Bass Blue, at the amazing price of 1,999 rupees, the same price and sold alongside the regular edition. We also want to let you know about some exciting developments on the software side. But this time, we're talking to you OnePlus TV users out there. Most of the time, when you buy a smart TV, the software that comes on it when you take it out of the box is the software you're stuck with for the long haul. Rarely does a company put in the effort to significantly improve your TV operating system. But that isn't good enough for us. Just like with our smartphones, OnePlus's commitment to making a great TV doesn't stop the moment you buy it. Together with our community, and in particular our product ninjas, we're bringing a major software update with some new, useful features to the OnePlus TV. First, we're introducing a brand new casting feature for the Q&U series called Multicast that will give you the ability to easily cast up to 4 devices to the big, beautiful screen of your OnePlus TV. Imagine you're in a meeting, brainstorming a bunch of ideas with your colleagues. Now, instead of having to stop sharing your screen so the next person can take over, everyone can share their ideas from their smartphones on the TV at the same time. You can also easily connect your wireless headphones like OnePlus Buds to your OnePlus TV. So next time you want to watch TV after your family members go to bed, you can listen to even the noisiest action movies on your OnePlus TV with your wireless headphones without disturbing anyone around you. And speaking of content, with the new tvOS update, we've added new features to give you quicker access to your favorite shows on a variety of platforms through Oxygen Play. For example, we've added a Prime Video tab to make it even easier to find great shows from Prime Video, including Dolby Vision content. You can also get more personalized recommendations by logging into Oxygen Play with your OnePlus account. All these new updates to OnePlus TV may tempt you to stay glued to your TV for longer than usual, especially during these unprecedented times. But after this pandemic is over, I'm sure you're going to be very ready to get out and about again. And once it's safe to do so, we're going to be so ready to welcome you back with open arms in our OnePlus Experience stores. Not long ago, we showed you the vision of OnePlus's new store to be built in Hyderabad. Community members at the announcement event were cheering so loudly for so long it was just crazy. And that's when we knew we can't let this be just any other store. If there was so much excitement at the sight of the concept render, we knew that we couldn't let the community down. No pressure, right? OnePlus has been building its offline presence in India for a while, and we felt like now is the time to take it up a notch and deliver a truly premium retail experience for you. And what better place than Hyderabad, right? India is becoming such a prominent global tech market. We wanted to do our part to further encourage the booming tech culture of Hyderabad. So last but certainly not least, today we're honored to present the first of its kind and truly remarkable architectural achievement, the newest landmark in Hyderabad and the pride of the OnePlus community, the OnePlus Nizam Palace Hyderabad. The store design is a metaphor of OnePlus's journey. The outer aluminum facade symbolizes a bright future. Right behind it is a steady red brick wall representing the strong foundation of our loyal community and OnePlus's impenetrable core values. The store has been designed to welcome in natural sunlight to brighten the building throughout the day, thanks to the combination of white aluminum and large windows. This structure truly is a testament of what OnePlus was, is, and will be for our community. That's all for this time. We're really excited to bring you our latest flagship smartphone, the OnePlus 8T. We look forward to hearing your feedback, so hit us up on our social media channels. Stay safe wherever you are, and as always, never settle. Hello? Oh, hey, good, you're still here. Thank you so much for sticking around all the way till the very end. I know you've got a million things to get back to, but we wanted to give you a little token of our appreciation. Enjoy.